Welcome to this second part of tenses, lecture number 11. Here we are going to discuss only one tense, that is future tense. Students, the experiences of life say that don't rely much on future, utilize your present to its fullest extent. Jokes apart, future tense also forms an important part of the tenses as a whole. Here the agenda will be to understand the concept and usage of future tense in particular. Future tense, whenever we talk something that is going to happen, it is stated in future tense. Let us see the main factors when we can use it to indicate an activity or event that will take place at a time in the future. Naturally, it is obvious. We can take few examples. When I am retired, I am going to travel. Yes, it is a planning. When I am going to retire, I am going to travel. Or next week, we will work on punctuation. Again, it is a proposed action. Next week, we have planned that we will work on punctuation. He is going to get his car fixed tomorrow. Tomorrow, the time to come. So, naturally, it is future. Our plane departs at noon next Friday. Next Friday, the coming Friday, the plane will depart. So, what are the indicators? Tomorrow, this is the most commonly used term for denoting any future activity. Next Saturday, next week, next month, next year, coming Saturday, coming week, etc. Now, let us switch over to form 1. The form says the practical usage of this future tense: I will stay, you will stay, I will stay first person singular, you will stay second person singular, she will stay third person singular, we will stay plural, and they will stay again plural. I'll stay, you'll stay, she will stay, we'll stay, and they will stay. Now, when we switch over to form 2, we can take the examples like I am going to stay, you are going to stay, she is going to stay, we are going to stay, and they are going to stay. Form 3, here in this form 3, we should remind ourselves that sometimes the simple present tense or the present progressive tense are used to express a future meaning. Usually, these tenses are used when scheduled events are being discussed. Let us take some examples. I arrive or I am arriving. You arrive or you are arriving. She arrives or she is arriving. We arrive or we are arriving. They arrive or they are arriving. Other English verb tenses which we commonly use, these tenses are combinations of the tenses we have just reviewed in our daily usage. Past perfect tense. Now, this past perfect tense is not used much. In practical life, we do not use it much. It can often be used interchangeably with the simple past because these tenses do not differ much in meaning. The past perfect tense refers to the activities that happened before a specific time in the past. Let us take an example. He had visited her many times before she died. So, but again let us be careful, because these are not very commonly used. Past progressive or past continuous tense, again it is the same case. This tense is used to refer to activities continuously in progress around a time in the past. Example, they were eating when the taxi arrived. The form which has been used here is were or were plus ing form of the verb. Past perfect progressive tense, this tense is used when an activity was continuously in progress before a specific time in the past. Example, I had been thinking about her before she called. The form which has been used here is had been plus ing form of the verb. Present perfect progressive tense, for this tense the cases which we can look for is that it is used to describe actions that have been continuously in progress before now. These actions are not completed yet. Example, I have been waiting here for the last 2 hours. Form is have or has plus been plus ing form of the verb. Future perfect tense. The future perfect tense expresses the idea that an activity will occur before some time in future. Example, we can state she will have finished dinner before the game starts. Form will be will plus have plus past participle. Future progressive tense, ing form of future, its usage is very rare, still we need to know about it. This tense is used to refer to activities that will continuously be in progress around some future time. Example, we will be flying over New York at noon tomorrow. The form used here will be will plus be plus ing form of the verb. Future perfect progressive, this tense is used to refer to activities that will be continuously in progress before a future time. Example, he will have been working for 3 hours before you arrive. The form will be will plus have been plus ing form of the verb. This was all about the most common aspects of tenses which we ought to know, which helps us in our daily speech and in our daily writings. So, try to master it. It will benefit you immensely, I promise. Thank you.